like me and you're on the lesbian side of TikTok, then you probably know who Jasmine Banks is. So Jasmine Banks built her entire platform off of the lesbian community because her whole thing was like being a masc lesbian. Her whole thing was like, I'm a masc lesbian. I'm an Arab masc lesbian woman. That was her whole thing, right? And then suddenly, out of nowhere on her Instagram, she just hard launches her boyfriend. Like about a month or so before she came out as bisexual, a lot of her content, like suddenly she was dressing femme really often. She went from almost never dressing femme to dressing femme and wearing makeup like all the time. So that's part of why people were upset. And another reason why people were upset is because, like I was explaining, she basically built her entire platform off of lesbians and off of saying, I'm a masc lesbian. And then she pops out of nowhere with a boyfriend. And yeah, while a lot of people are going to be like, well, what's wrong with that? She just didn't know she was bisexual. Well, she's made some comments in the past, in videos in the past, that she would call biphobic. Like, she was basically screaming biphobia at all the criticism, even though she herself has said several things in the past that now she would call biphobic. And also, you know, us lesbians, we don't really have a lot. Our shows are always canceled. Our bars are invaded. There are no bars, or almost no bars, at least not where I live anymore, that are called lesbian bars. They're always called sapphic women bars, queer women bars. You see, for gay men, they have their gay bars. But lesbians, we don't have shit. We don't have anything. So for lesbians to see that a creator who for a long time identified as lesbian, or at least a few years, because she said something about she was struggling with compet and dated a man, but you know, we know now that wasn't compet. She said that was like a safety situation. But basically my point is that we had a creator that we thought, yes, this is a lesbian creator. And, you know, she's in the lesbian community. She got, you know, lesbians gave her platform. And then suddenly she goes from dressing femme once in a while to dressing femme all the time and getting a boyfriend. And then when people have something to say about it, partly because she's made biphobic comments in the past that she would say is biphobic, she just screams biphobia, biphobia, biphobia. And I just want to say right now that there is nothing wrong with being bisexual. I have to say that because if I don't say that, then people are going to comment things like, oh, you're biphobic, you're one of those biphobic lesbians. So I just want to say there's nothing wrong with being bisexual. I myself even have bisexual friends, and I in the past used to think that I was bisexual. There's nothing wrong with being bisexual. The problem is that she comes off as extremely disingenuous. And I will admit that I was one of her fangirls before, and just and then after this whole situation, I was looking at some of her posts again. I realized that a lot of them gave off major red flags. No, I wasn't the people that she said is upset because I thought I had a chance with her. No, me and Jasmine don't know each other, obviously. But you know, when you build an entire platform off of the lesbian community, and lesbians are the ones that give you your platform, and then you just out of nowhere, not only just out of nowhere come out as bisexual, which, you know, nothing wrong being bisexual, but I think it's more the way she did it too. She made a post on one of her Instagram posts. There was a video where she was like, fuck you lesbians, I have a man now. So that's basically a huge fuck you to your community. I'm having a man. Fuck you lesbians. So basically, she used the lesbian community to get famous, to get big. And then suddenly she even had masc lesbian in her bio for the longest time. And suddenly she starts dressing femme all the time and pops out with a boyfriend. It looks really, really bad for the lesbian community. And another reason I feel like it got taken really badly, Jasmine coming out as bisexual, again, is not biphobia, like how she's screaming after making past comments that she would have considered biphobic.
See, I called it, but I'm still annoyed. There was this really popular couple that started off as a women-loving women relationship. And then they added the man, polyamorous. And now I just find out that the two girls broke up and one of them stayed with the man. Bro, we can have sex! God damn it!
What a manipulative, conniving dictator! What the
I feel like another part of this is because she's branded herself as a masc lesbian. She said to everybody, I'm a masc lesbian. And another thing about this is the fact that in a now deleted video, Jasmine says, I was never just masc. Well, you can't really argue with people thinking that you're just masc when you literally had in your bio for the longest fucking time, masc lesbian. You had that in your bio for a long time. You removed it. I don't remember if you removed it before you came out as bi, but she removed it at least after she came out as bisexual. For the longest time, she has had in her bio masc lesbian. So don't think you can gaslight us saying that you were never just masc. It just really feels disingenuous, and like she was trying to appropriate being a masc lesbian for TikTok. And I know people will think that I'm reaching, but I think with what I'm going to talk about today, you might feel later on in the video that I'm not reaching, because I don't think that this would have been taken as badly as it was if like she didn't like just really like brand herself like I'm a masc lesbian. She made her entire TikTok personality off of being a masc lesbian, and then suddenly she just expects like everyone to act like nothing changed. Like, lesbians gave you your platform that you have, and then you want to say fuck you lesbians? So my point is just that if she didn't brand herself so hard as a masc lesbian, I don't think that it would have been taken like that. It's just you literally used being a masc lesbian to get big on TikTok. Whether or not it was conscious, that is what happened. You got big because you made your entire internet personality being a masc lesbian. So no, like she said in her deleted video, it's not like what she said that we only want to follow other lesbians. I don't have a problem with bisexual people. I even have bisexual friends that I follow. So yeah, I don't have a problem following bisexual people, but they're not drastically changing their appearance the second they like or get with the opposite sex. That is something that she's been really trying to gaslight her audience about, even though it's really obvious to her audience that, like, girl, you met a guy you like and suddenly you turn femme after labeling yourself a masc lesbian for the longest time. Of course your audience is going to say something about it. And the same thing goes with the past biphobic comments, like where she made a video where she was upset that like in a poly couple like that, like the girls broke up and now one of the girls is with the guy. Like, you cannot say that stuff in other biphobic comments or comments that you would consider biphobic and then expect your audience to not call you out on it. Like that just doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're being a hypocrite, then your audience is going to call you out on it. And there are also bi women who are gender non-conforming, more on the masculine side, or super alternative and don't really look that feminine, but they don't fucking change themselves the second they start liking a man. They don't suddenly change their appearance for a man. Like, maybe the term masc lesbian just wasn't the correct term for Jasmine to use. So I don't understand why she used it, even though she said I was never just masc. Like, then why did you harp so much on that term and build your entire platform off of that term, masc lesbian? When she clearly, which I don't know if anyone else realized it, but I realized it after all this, she's not a masc lesbian. She's masc and femme, but she's been being disingenuous to her audience the entire time and saying she's a masc lesbian. And I always knew that, like, once in a while, Jasmine dresses femme. You know, I guess, you know, there are masks that also like to dress femme, but I feel like in Jasmine's case, she really overplayed the masc lesbian thing for TikTok and for clout. And maybe a lot of people don't see that, but me and other people really feel like that's what's happening. She's also said in one of her videos that I think is deleted now, that whenever she's with a girl, she feels like she's not allowed to be feminine. Like, they complained about her wearing makeup because they're like, aren't you supposed to be a masc? Like, all that stuff. And while, you know, you shouldn't have to restrict yourself to be with a girl, at the same time, maybe that girl saw your TikTok and saw that you say you're a masc lesbian, and then when you show that you're actually also really feminine, like, she gets surprised, because that's how you portray yourself, as a masc lesbian. So maybe, you know, maybe don't be disingenuous and then get surprised when people are surprised that you're not the way that you're portraying yourself. Because this is kind of what happened here too. You were disingenuous, suddenly you realize you can't force yourself to keep dressing masc all the time, so you start dressing femme, and you get a boyfriend, and then you are surprised that your audience is upset that you're being disingenuous, because that's what you were being. You were being disingenuous to your audience. If you really, which I do think this is what happened, she hates only dressing masc, and she also needs to be in touch with her feminine side too, and dress feminine, and maybe you shouldn't have labeled yourself a masc lesbian. That just goes with what I was saying. Don't be disingenuous and expect your audience to not call you out on it. I don't blame her for being angry at the women that treated her like shit, but to act like every woman is just extremely toxic, when she even said in a recent video of hers that she posted on YouTube that she was the asshole with her past talking stage. And she says, what all disloyal people say, I never cheated because I wasn't in a relationship. So why are you acting like this man is the first healthy person in your life when even you yourself said that you were an asshole to the last person, who was a woman? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. So you're portraying this image that lesbian relationships are inherently toxic, and that one with a man is healing, and that all the women you've been with have been a piece of shit to you, even though there was a woman that was good to you and you were an asshole to her. This is just so fucking damaging for lesbians, and there are going to be men who are already using this to say that, oh, lesbians can be changed. And I don't think that, or I don't know if now she realizes it, but I don't think she realized just the harm that she's doing onto the lesbian community. You have your boyfriend in the comments telling people not to discount your experience as a lesbian, even though you yourself have said that you were never lesbian and that you used the wrong label. And you were saying nothing about it. You're not even correcting his statement. He's probably bragging about how he changed you, quote unquote. There's a bunch of other comments talking about how sexuality is fluid, and you're not correcting any of that. I'll admit that in her apology video, she has said that people shouldn't say that they can change lesbians, but you're still helping push that narrative when you have your boyfriend basically acting like he changed you, and a bunch of people in your comment section who are saying that oh, sexuality is fluid, he turned you bisexual. And you're not calling out any of that?
Oh, I'm gonna be late, women.
I think all the not fucking women is turning into not liking women.
Do you think you should turn gay?
I don't think it works like that.
Okay, well, Hot Topic's next on the list. Could I turn gay working there?
You can't just magically turn gay. This isn't Degrassi.
Why are you so against turning gay?
Because if you think you turned gay, there's some weird Christian guy who thinks he can electrocute you into turning back.
People think that?
Yeah, but only a small number with lots of money and political power, so don't worry about it.
Cool. Yeah, let's see if I can find a goth work girlfriend.
And then you want people to block people from saying anything bad about you? Just the hypocrisy. She's also been complaining in her story post that I might show, where she said that people were saying that she was in a manic episode, and how could people say that? You literally told us, your audience, that the last time you dated a guy, it was not only for safety, not only because compet, but it was because you were in a manic episode, because it was one of the times when you and your ex-girlfriend were on and off. So when people see that happening again, yeah, they're gonna think, oh shit, is she okay? Is she in a manic episode? You can't just be so inconsistent with your audience and expect people to not call you out on it. In her live that I'm gonna show later in this video, she was she didn't understand why somebody put this person thinks you need help. So she got that at least 3 times on her Instagram. That's because you said that the last time you were with a guy was because you needed help. You were in a manic episode. So yes, your audience is going to start to believe that. Oh my God. In these clips I'm about to show you, it really sounds like Jasmine has never genuinely pursued a femme who actually likes her. Because come on, what kind of femmes are you talking to that don't even call you beautiful just because you're masc? What? And then I'm also going to show a video in one of these clips where she's uplifting men, the way they flirt with her, while putting down femmes. She says that she may as well get a masc or a man. And she talks about how she changed her entire room for her ex-girlfriend.
Excuse me, I'm calling all the fucking femmes, because you guys need to step up your goddamn game. You guys don't know how to fucking flirt for shit. You don't know how to compliment a masc for shit. You know who the fuck is outdoing you? The men. That says a lot, bitch. I keep thinking about this man. Oh, Monkey. I don't know if you guys know what the fuck Monkey is. It's like Amigo. Okay, but this man started talking about how my face brings joy. Like, he can tell that I'm just like a smiley person. Like, he can tell it on my face. I'm just very smiley. And that he doesn't care whether I'm a man or a woman. I'm just the most beautiful person he's ever seen. No woman has ever said that shit to me. What the fuck? I get handsome. I get, can I fucking ride your strap? But no, oh, you have beautiful eyes. That is coming from the men? Listen, I like you guys. I love you. I love women. I don't even take the silicone off my goddamn punani. But at this point, I will take the real deal. Because what the fuck? They're offering me money. They're offering me all these compliments, talking about how I'm the most beautiful girl in the world. Beautiful! You guys don't even call me beautiful! Fuck you! All I'm saying is I might as well get a fucking mask or a man. Because what the fuck? I'm done. Am I a slut? Yes. One of the most down bad shit that I've ever done for a girl is completely change my house. Now, you're gonna ask, what the fuck does that mean? I am a completely all black girly. Everything has to be black. Black, black, black. If it doesn't come in black, I'm not buying it. So, of course, the same goes for my house. Anyways, one day I call her, right? And she's like, you know one thing that I really hate? When everything is black. So I look around in my fucking house, knowing that I want to move in with this girl. I want to live with her. And everything is fucking black. So instead of, I don't know, add little bits and pieces of personality in there for her. No, I decided, fuck it. I'm going to sell everything and I'm going to make it white. Now it looks like a fucking asylum in my house. And I broke up with her because she treated me like shit. So now I'm on this journey to turn everything back to black. So let's start. Okay, first things first, we're going to tackle this fucking bedding. This shit is disgusting. I'm tired of it. I'm getting rid of this stupid ass white desk area. Whatever. It's disgusting. This is my giveaway, by the way. Enter if you haven't. And I got this new desk that I'm moving over there. So let's go ahead and do that. Hell yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I need. And if you guys mentioned the bald spot on my wall, you're racist. My cat did that. Now, this is what I'm obsessed with. Because I can't believe I ever lived my life without a fucking PC. I just need some tips. How the fuck do you use a stupid ass keyboard? Bitch, I'm a console player. Please help me. Anyways, if you guys want to see me completely change my house, just stay in tune in my account. And remember, don't fall in love. Please don't be like me. I'm a masc lesbian. There's a lot of things I hate about it. But this one takes the cake.
I'm the femme. Of course I'm always right.
No, bitch. Don't start with me. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Because who the fuck are you talking to? Watch your fucking mouth. Who the fuck are you talking to? I'm an Arab woman. You're not about to tell me I'm wrong. Shut the fuck up. Like, no, you're not. I'm not settling for this fucking bullshit. I am, fuck your gender roles. Fuck this shit. I am a woman. And you will not walk me like a dog. And you will not say that you're always right, bitch. You're not always right. Wrong again, bitch. If we're having any type of argument and then you tell me that you're the femme and you're always right, you're unreliable. I'm never gonna talk to you again. Honestly, I'm gonna block you. You're not gonna talk to me again. You're not. Cause I'm not dumb. I'm not fucking dumb. And you're not gonna make me sit here and seem like a dumbass because I'm a masc, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you. Just to let you know, baby, like, it's okay to be with a man. If you want to be with a man so bad, go get a man. But you're not about to play this game with me. No. With a man, you're always right, yeah, because you're the woman. We're both women here, though. Because I like to wear boy clothes does not mean that I'm not fucking right. Shut up. Fuck you, no.
It's totally understandable that these experiences can be traumatizing and everything like that. Like, I totally fucking get it, like, but it just is really iffy the way she's, like, bringing men into this and making it like, oh, like, femmes, like, we have no game. Like, maybe talk to a femme who actually likes you, or even at least, like actually likes you a little bit. Maybe talk to femmes who aren't straight or barely even like women. Like, oh my god. Because come on, you're telling me the femmes you talk to you're saying that the femmes you talk to don't even call you beautiful. Like, what? The clips I'm about to show you just really shows what a major red flag Jasmine Banks is. Honestly, I can't believe that she was ever my TikTok crush after I saw these videos. And a few of these I did see before. I think most of them I didn't, or I don't remember if I saw them before or not. And it just really puts the whole picture together. Like, why is she complaining about femmes so much when she's a major red flag herself? Like, she literally acts like a fuckboy and then she cries when she's the one who gets played for once. Like, what the fuck? And in some of these videos, she's also she really sounds like she's fetishizing girls with BPD. And as a girl with BPD, it's really gross and disgusting how she fetishizes borderlines like that. Like in one of her videos I'm about to show, she says something about, like, when someone has an anxious attachment style, she's gonna put them in hell. About how she likes when, like, a girl with BPD says that she's her favorite person. Like, what the actual fuck?
Woo! That'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
Like, she's glad that she could treat us however she wants because we have an anxious attachment style and she probably has an avoidant attachment style. Like, what the actual fuck? Like that's just basically, like, emotional abuse. Like, and nobody calls her out on it because, oh, she's a hot masc lesbian, so she could get away with anything. But apparently she's not even a masc lesbian. She just cosplays as a masc lesbian for TikTok. And in her life, she says that, like, she always supported masc lesbians. Well, yeah, no shit. Yeah, you support masc lesbians so much that you cosplay masc lesbians and appropriate them for TikTok. And she also jokes about how she ghosts her talking stages after a week and how, like, she gets bored really easily. Like, and I don't understand why nobody ever, like, see, I'm probably guilty of this too. We need to start calling people out. Like, we need to stop waiting until something happens. Like, we need to start calling people out because these videos have been there. And people who followed her longer than I did, I followed her for, like, about a year. Those people definitely saw those videos where she was being a huge red flag, but nobody calls it out because toxicity is normalized. Like, especially in the lesbian community for some reason, like micro cheating, being friends with your ex, all that shit is so normalized in the lesbian community. And us not calling out behavior like that is really bad for our community and will make it so our community is really unstable. So when we see shit like this, we need to call it out, okay? We need to stop normalizing this gross, disgusting, immoral behavior. Like, when we see her joking about how she's basically a fuckboy and ghosts her talking stages and gets bored if she's just conversations or just flirting with someone. Did she not consider that there is people, like, who are only able to flirt with people that they actually like? So while a girl is flirting with Jasmine because they like her, she's just bored. Maybe consider that there's people that actually take, like, relationships and shit seriously and aren't just, like, flirting for fun most of the time. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, oh my god. This is the thing. We need to start calling out behavior like this. And like I said, I'm guilty too. I saw a video in the past where the one where she was, like, glad that that someone with BPD, like, that she's a girl BPD's favorite person. And I didn't really understand the tone of that video. That's partly why. But I also think that I didn't want to understand the tone of that video since Jasmine was my TikTok crush. She's smirking and shit. Like I should have called that out. But instead of calling it out, I try to convince myself and be like, oh, maybe she's just saying that she happens to attract a lot of girls with BPD. No. Like, that video, plus her other videos, just shows that she's clearly fetishizing girls with BPD because she could treat us however she wants because we have an anxious attachment style. She has an avoidant attachment style. Like we need to call that shit out. Like, Either way, she still might be a sapphic woman who you know, acts like a piece of shit towards other women and then complains about femmes, and none of us called her out on it because she's so hot. We need to start calling out behavior from even people that we think are hot. Because when we don't do that, just because the woman is hot, we are enabling this culture of toxic behavior, which is really bad for our community because it gets normalized, and then we think that it's normal to act like that. So then we think it's normal for other people to act like that towards us, thus making the lesbian community extremely toxic. So this other lesbian creator made a video which really shows what a lot of the lesbian community is saying right now, as well as the comments, which I'm going to show. A lot of it, I totally agree with it. There was, however, even some people saying that, like, Jasmine Banks cheated on her last ex-girlfriend. And I can't really say anything about that because there was no proof or, like, evidence or anything to back that up. But damn, people were just saying anything. Like, people were saying that Jasmine Banks, like, cheated on her last ex with her current boyfriend. But if that is true and anyone does have proof of that, like, DM me, send me it, and, you know, I can make another video about it.
Goals! Actual goals. AF. Literally, my life is beaches every single night, messy buns and Christmas lights.
I totally think people were spot on saying that Jasmine Banks is just pushing the narrative that lesbians just haven't found the right man yet. Because like I was saying earlier, with her boyfriend basically acting like he changed her, telling people not to discount Jasmine's experience as a lesbian. She's been through a lot. Like, it just really sounds like he's helping push the narrative that he changed the lesbian, which, you know, that narrative is extremely harmful for the lesbian community. And, you know, Jasmine did apologize for that, but I don't think at the moment, like, she cared or she was unaware of what that's doing to the lesbian community. Like, part of why it was really triggering for me and other lesbians when out of nowhere Jasmine posted herself and her boyfriend was because it really just, like, pushes the narrative that lesbians just haven't found the right man yet. Because Jasmine was so sad about her last ex-girlfriend, from the way she was posting and the way she was complaining about how femmes have treated her like shit, and then just going from that to just dating a man. It just really, especially when she was just calling herself a literal lesbian, and then she just switches up and dresses femme for a man. It just really pushes a narrative that lesbians just haven't found the right man yet, and that we just need a man to change us. And narratives like that are extremely predatory for the lesbian community. And I don't think that she was being considerate at all of the community that gave her everything she has in the first place. So what I'm about to show is that Jasmine Banks, she basically... So I clipped this whole thing. I could post this on a separate YouTube video as well, if you guys want to see the full clips. But yeah, I clipped her. I clipped Jasmine Banks crashing out on live. So yeah, she basically crashes out. She takes a break from dressing femme and puts on a suit, and then she just crashes out on live. She basically talks about how her ex-girlfriend treated her like shit and how her boyfriend is so much better and treats her so much better than her ex-girlfriend did, and how every girl she's been with has been a piece of shit to her. And even when her friend like tells Jasmine, like, hey, maybe share more stuff about your awesome boyfriend, Jasmine continues to angrily rant about it. And like, I don't think she understands why she's getting backlash, and then she just screams biphobia while actively harming the lesbian community. She says that in the video where she said, fuck you lesbians, I have a man now, which is now deleted and removed from her Instagram post. She basically, and she did apologize for that. She says that the reason she was saying that was because when she was with her ex-girlfriend and she had POTS, she had to carry her ex-girlfriend even though she was having like something like a seizure, something like that. I'm not too familiar with POTS. And then when she had a boyfriend, he carried her, like he gave her a piggyback. While when she was with a girl, she had to do the opposite thing. And she talks about how she always felt betrayed from the lesbian community, and because every girl that she was with was a piece of shit to her. But, you know, all this does sound really valid, but you were a piece of shit to a girl too. So I don't, and plus those videos where you fetishize the girls with BPD and joke about how you get bored after talking to a girl for a week. So you're a major red flag too. That's the thing. So maybe, I don't know. Like, it's like those people that they like what they can't have. But when someone is a genuine person to them and wants them, they don't want that person. So yeah. But, you know, either way, she was really upset about that. And that's what she was talking about in her live. And whenever someone brings up that they thought she was in a manic episode because in 2023, I believe, she dated her ex-boyfriend that she said she dated for safety. Like, whenever someone brings that up to question, like, you know, because she told everyone that she was going through compet and through a manic episode when she did that, she just brings up the fact that he sexually assaulted her. And, you know, that's a really unfortunate thing and is really fucked up. But I do also feel like she's bringing that up to avoid any possible criticism. And, yeah, obviously, like, you know, that's people who do that deserve death, and they don't deserve anything. They just deserve to rot in hell. It does still seem like she brought that up just to deflect from any criticism.
Talking about profit off lesbians. Please, I have literally been in hell in this community. What is this? No, that was crazy because you did so much just to get the luggage back. You see, this is Scarlett. This sweetheart here lives in Charlotte, okay? And guess what? My girlfriend, who I flew out to come see me in Florida, took her on a vacation trip to the beach, right? Lost her luggage, and she's been crying about it. I go and I literally put on my story, who lives in Charlotte, because that's literally where she stayed, okay? And I literally found somebody that lives in Charlotte, and I paid her to go to the airport to find her luggage and sent her luggage back to her. I have literally done so much for that girl, and nothing. No, she didn't care about me. Instead, she just wanted to text her man and hate on me and talk about how I'm this toxic human being that hates her, apparently. Literally, I was dating her. 2 months into dating her, she still had pictures of her, of the man that she left me for, them kissing. She still had pictures of his fingers with a ribbon left on it. But yeah, I am the toxic person who left my ex-girlfriend. You guys are so weird. You don't even know me. You don't even know my life. Dead ass. I'm sorry that this man treated me way better than any fucking woman that I've been with. Yes, I ignored the signs. I was so in love. You guys don't understand. I had to date a man to protect myself. That's the man that you guys keep talking about in the, oh, but you did this in 2023. Yeah, because I was gonna die. I was about to, and I talked to a fucking man who just asked me out, and I was like, fuck it, I'll try it to protect myself. And then I broke up with him, and you guys are all, oh, well, what about that man? I never even loved him. You guys see, that's the thing. You guys are so annoying about everybody on social media when you don't even know them. You don't even know them. He came over here, and I got assaulted every single day, but you guys want to talk about that man all over my fucking comments. You don't even know him, and you don't know me either. You don't know the situation I've been in. Shut the fuck up. Oh, him. No, I don't give a fuck about him. I never loved him. I am truthfully honest with you guys right now that this is the first time I've ever loved a man. I literally came to you guys and I was like, hey, I'm bisexual because this is the first time I liked a man. That man was nothing. You don't even know the situation. Jasmine, shut your dumb ass up. You guys are actually so toxic. You're so toxic. You have me like on my knees for a man. I'm like, oh my God, he's actually Jesus. Because you guys have been the devil. You've been shaitan. Wallahi, I'm not the enemy. Wallahi, I don't hate lesbians. Wallahi, I'm not gonna do anything to the community. I'm not gonna. And you guys, oh, come on. Wallahi, I'm about to be pissed. Jasmine, now you opened a gateway for men to be like, I can turn you straight. The fuck? What does that have to do with me? Do I look like I'm one of those men? You know what you do? If a man comes out at you with that dumbass shit, if you're a fucking lesbian, a man comes at you with, I'm gonna turn you straight, knock him out. Don't be like, this is Jasmine's fault. This is not Jasmine's fault. I didn't do this. Men have always been weird. What does that have to do with me? You want me to carry the man and shut the fuck up? The fuck? You want me to actually put this man on my back and be khalas, let's leave. You're doing too much. This is not my business. I did not do this. Men, regardless of Jasmine, are gonna say that you guys are gonna be able to turn straight. It's none of my business. The fuck? Drop it. But you're watching me.
Jasmine, let's just talk about your awesome boyfriend, how you met him, all the great.
Wallah, he's the most reasonable man on this earth.
Top degree.
You're actually putting yourself to shame. A man who's my boyfriend is acting better than you. Even he commented, he was like, it's still her identity. Don't invalidate her experience as a lesbian. I was like, wow. He's not even the LGBT. He's the man. He's a man and he still understands. Like, why do I have to fucking baby you? You're literally part of the community. Why is he doing better than you? This is embarrassing. I thought I was a lesbian. Turns out I'm bisexual. We leave it at that. Khalas. Khalas. Congratulations. And move on with your fucking day. Don't be on here in my fucking oh, I can't believe it. You betrayed us. I can't believe you're causing so much harm to the community. I'm not lesbian Jesus. I am not the king of fucking lesbians. I'm not gonna fucking ruin anything in the community. Khalas. How you felt when you realized you're bi? That ass cried. You can ask her. I cried to her.
And I was like, it's okay. I knew this was gonna happen.
Dead ass, I was crying to her. I'm like, oh my god. This is sick. It was making me sick to my stomach. But then the more I talked to him, I was like, wow, this is like, my life is gonna be amazing with this man that actually takes care of me. Khalas, I'm tired of being stepped all over.
So as long as he has a job, girl.
You know what? He does. And I literally just went to visit him in Canada. And here's the thing. Every single woman that I've ever dated, they don't know what a wallet is. When they're out with me, forget it. I'm always gonna be the one to pay. Like, they don't actually know what a fucking wallet is. I am their wallet. Khalas. They look at me. It's like the check comes, anything comes. They just look at me. She picked me up, so I don't pay.
No, you guys
are mad that I found people that actually give a fuck about me and want to take care of me. This man has been fucking taking care of me, and you guys are mad that I fucking like him. Actually a loser. Everyone in the comment is a fucking loser. Oh, I don't. And somebody said, Jasmine is causing so much harm because she fucking launched her boyfriend before she came out as a bisexual. Why does that matter? Why is there like a step coming out? You have to do this first, and then do this first, and then do this first. Shut up. I'm just gonna post who the fuck I like. That's it. I'm not gonna be like, hey guys, I'm bisexual, and then wait a couple more months and then be like, hey guys, I have a boyfriend now. No, that's silly as fuck. That's not how the world works. Hashtag no labels. And then somebody said that I changed my fucking label every Friday. Stop changing your sexuality every Friday. This only happened once. What the fuck? It's like you guys are making me bisexual, pansexual, lesbian, omnisexual. I didn't do any of that. Stop. What do you mean every Friday? Oh my god, they're like, you shouldn't have come out as a lesbian if you weren't sure. I was sure. Take a chill pill. How about you put my fucking head up your ass? You want it so bad. Like, all these people are so mad. What do you want me to do? Bend you over, strap you? Like, what do you want? Heart condition? And I'm literally having heart palpitations. I'm literally getting chest pains. And I have to pick her up and give her a piggyback ride because she's scared of the cockroach on the floor. But no, he will carry me through stairs and take me to my hotel room. That's the difference. And you guys are so mad that I'm so happy. The fuck?
Jasmine was used and abused, and now she's finally using someone else.
No, and the thing is, it's so funny. It's so funny. The lesbian community has always hated me. You guys have always picked a problem with me. Oh, she cusses too much. Oh, she yells too much. Oh, she thinks she's so fucking sexy. Oh, and you're short. Oh, all this, right? All these problems. And every single girl that I've ever been with has been a piece of shit to me. God damn it, you guys are literally just attacking me. But suddenly I quit, I retire. Why would you betray the lesbian community? You guys betrayed me day one. You're short. Yes. Khalas, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. You're so pretty for a mask. You're so short for a mask. All these problems. I've never done that. I've never made a fucking post where I create a safe space to hate on somebody that is literally just trying to figure out their sexuality, trying to go on their own fucking journey with shit. They're acting like I'm the enemy, like I did something horrible because I figured out I was fucking bi. Why are you creating a safe space to hate on me because I realized I was bi? You stupid ass bitch. I'm not gonna fucking listen to you. She wasn't even hating on you. Bitch, look at her likes, stupid. Look at her stupid ass likes. She's not hating on you, and then she's liking every single hate comment on me. The hell? We got pedophiles up in this bitch. We got criminals. Oh, but Jasmine on TikTok is a problem. She's a real problem. The fuck? All I've been doing is literally defending lesbians. I have literally been such a voice for masc lesbians. I literally defend masc lesbians left and right, left and right. But oh my god, Jasmine hates the lesbians. She's using them. Where? Using what? What have you guys given me except problems? Headache in my fucking ear every fucking 5 seconds. Last video I'm making, wallahi. Also, before you guys even fucking start, yes, I know I never know when to shut the fuck up, but you guys, if you followed me long enough, you know that I'm a loud bitch, so shut the hell up. Anyways, there is one thing that I will apologize for, because I know when to take accountability. I shouldn't have hard launched my boyfriend. At least not before I talk to you guys about discovering my sexuality or having a hard time with my sexuality. Because that could push a narrative that I found the right guy, even though I do not believe so. Even if that was not my intention, that is how it came across, and that's why lesbians are upset at me. That point that you guys are making, I completely stand with you on it because I should have done better. Especially with the platform that I have. I honestly didn't know what to do with it when I first realized that I was bisexual, was literally back in December, like late December too. And we started dating really early on. I connected with him really well and I just knew that I wanted this. But I was having such a hard time because I was like, okay, I've been out for the past 6 years and I didn't really know how to come online and be like, hey guys, I think I'm bisexual. So that was me trying to cope and be funny about it by hard lunching my boyfriend, but I honestly did not mean any harm to you guys. Anyways, for any men watching me, lesbians are real. Lesbians are valid. I was never a lesbian. I realized I was bisexual. I used the wrong label. No, you cannot turn any girl straight, and you're still ugly, and I still hate you. And if I ever catch you disrespecting a lesbian, I will be in the front lines fighting your ass. Fuck out of my face. Anyways, I still love you lesbians. Bye-bye. I'm gonna address 2 more things because this is the 2 things that are blowing up on fucking Twitter for some reason. Damn, bitch, you're hating on me. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, fuck! Goddamn, give me a break. The video that is circulating that everyone is so mad at right now is me saying, femmes, step up your game. You guys don't know how to flirt. The men are flirting with me better than you. Like, you keep calling me handsome and they're over here saying that my smile is so cute. It's literally not a serious ass fucking video. Now, everyone wants to talk about how I hate femmes and how I hate lesbians and how I've been uplifting fucking men. It's a fucking joke. It was literally such a simple fucking joke about how femmes always call me fucking handsome and I don't fucking like it. And you guys are over here, mom. Ah! She hates femmes. Shut up, bitch. Nobody hates femmes. I don't fucking hate femmes. I ride for femmes. I love them so bad. But damn, I can't even make a simple fucking joke. The other video is me dressed up as a femme and it was like, ha, ha, whatever the hell. And then the caption was like, when she thinks she's prettier than me just because she's a femme. That was literally a diss at somebody, a femme, who literally said that she was prettier than me because she's a femme. That's it. That's it. You guys want to make multiple videos about fucking masc lesbians and masc presenting people in general and how they are the 3 out of 10 with the 10 out of 10 fucking femme. You guys want to make fun of fucking masc all the fucking time, but as soon as I say anything about a femme, it's over. It's done. I wasn't even making fun of no fucking femme, stupid. The femme was making fun of me. The fuck? Okay, hi. So, I'm gonna read out something that I wrote because it is clear that I have an issue with speaking my mind properly before thinking. The past few days have been very confusing for me because the way the internet has completely switched their narrative on me has completely left me blindsided and genuinely left me wondering if I even know myself. People are accusing me of multiple things I have never done. Biphobic content, lesbophobic content, transphobia, sleeping around with men during my relationships, hating femmes. When I first got popular, I built an audience on calling out femmes for their behavior because a lot of my For You page was usually femmes talking down on butches and having an issue with treating butches in masc like they're also women. I've also had the same issue with my exes as well. Back when I identified as a lesbian, those videos got so much praise from the community, and people could see that I was doing it to call out toxic behavior. But the second I switched my labels, those same videos were being dug out and spread out in a
completely different way than they were being intended. One specific video, I talked about how femmes need to step up their game with flirting and that men are outdoing them. I made that video right after flirting with a femme and she kept calling me handsome and right after sexually harassed me by immediately making the conversation sexual, which is what usually happens when I flirt with femmes. I was making a lighthearted joke about the situation I was in and all my comments were femmes laughing with me. Had any of you came to me and told me you felt as though my content has been problematic or hateful towards the community, I absolutely would have stopped, because if you knew me enough, you knew I'd never be ashamed to apologize and take accountability for something that people were hurt by. I don't like hurting people. Another video of mine got completely taken out of context, and it was I dressed as a femme and captioned it, "When she thinks she's prettier than me because she's a femme." I was quoting an ex of mine who told me, "I'm prettier than you because I'm a femme." The post was targeted and petty, not intended to hate on a group of people. Another video circulating is when I was getting a piggyback ride from my boyfriend and I said, "I love having a man, fuck you lesbians." Honestly, that was a shitty video of me to post, but it does have context to it. I have a heart condition and I was having a flare-up in that video, so he picked me up the whole way. But when I was in the same situation with my ex-girlfriend and I had a flare-up, I'm the one who had to pick her up. I was joking with my friends about the difference in treatment. However, those words, regardless of intention, were hateful and wrong for me to post. I am sorry for not thinking clearly about it before doing so. A lot of you have been accusing me of pushing a narrative that men are better than women. I have never said anything like that. I have never said that being with men is better either. I said that my relationship currently with a man has been the healthiest relationship. I've always spoke about my experience, and I shouldn't have to apologize if you took that as a generalization, because it was never that and you know it. I just think that it's funny because I've been the same person, and while identifying as a lesbian, all I got was praise and love. The second I came out as a bisexual, the same shit you guys were eating up and praising me for was the same shit you guys are not calling me a horrible person for. One thing that I already took accountability for, but want to apologize for again, I'm sorry that I came out in the way that I did. I am a public figure and I have some responsibility to come with that. I was nervous about coming out as bisexual, so I didn't know how to go about it. I should have talked about my recent discovery with my sexuality instead of throw a man in your face and expect you to properly take the news. For that, I am sorry. And regardless of the way that I went about it, thank you a lot for understanding me and sending your support. However, I'm still ashamed by how you guys have been acting. You saw me getting backlash and took it as an opportunity to spread so many lies about me, and many of you took those lies and ran with it without fact-checking the situation. I was sent countless of death threats, rape threats, I'm getting doxxed, I've done nothing to get that sort of reaction. So many things in the LGBT community need attention right now, and instead this is what you guys are putting your time and effort into, and it's very shameful. I hope both ends can learn from this. I have learned a lot, and I'm sure the same goes for you guys. I know a lot of you guys are young as well, and I hope you know I don't see the community negatively, and I absolutely love being part of it this whole time. I want to make it very clear that I don't think that lesbians are fake. I don't think that you can't be a lesbian. I just realized that I'm not a lesbian. That was all there is to it. If I see men being hateful towards lesbians, I will be on the front lines fighting with you guys because I respect you guys and I know that you guys are valid and I've been a part of you guys for a long time. Even if that label was not actually mine in the end, I still lived my experiences as a lesbian. I still had my experiences as a lesbian. I lived the world being perceived as one. So I understand, and I am with you guys on that. I would never praise a man and completely put down women. I would never do that. And if any of the things that I said came across that way, I am truly very fucking sorry, and I would never intend to do that. I also hope you guys can stop mentioning my ex-boyfriend that I had in 2023. As I explained in my YouTube video, that was a forced relationship upon me. I never liked him. I had to date him to protect myself from homophobia in my Arab family. I had to do that in order to protect myself. It was not something that I really wanted. I understand he's a shitty person. He is my sexual assaulter. He is the person that I had to be in a forced relationship with. I don't like the man. I would appreciate that you guys do not mention his name all over my fucking comments because I really honestly did not want to talk about that trauma. I thought that was very personal to me. I never wanted to come on here and tell you guys about it, but it feels like I'm kind of being forced to. So the least that I can ask is please do not mention him. One more thing is, yes, I said that I was going to take a break from social media, and I am going to take a break after this video. The thing is, I cannot have my accounts deactivated because I have brands that I need to fulfill loyalty to. I can't just remove my account. I have brands that I need to make content for, but other than that, I will not be posting regular content for a while until I figure myself out and see what I really want to do with my account. I'm still not going to post any more LGBT community posts. It's not because I hate the community. Please don't put words in my mouth. I don't hate the community. I don't think that you guys are bad people. I don't think you guys are toxic and horrible people. So please don't put that in my mouth. I just personally don't think that fits for me or that place fits me anymore because it became very negative and I don't fuck with that anymore. I also will not apologize for defending myself as hard as I did. Many of you thought that I was aggressive, and I'm sorry for being aggressive about it. However, I did not really know how to deal with being doxxed and getting death threats. So if I came off aggressive because of that, I am very, very sorry. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Thanks for listening, and bye.
So Starflakes, who made the video about the Jasmine Bing situation, which I felt like really sums up the way everyone in the lesbian community feels, or the way most of us feel at least. Like, she saw Jasmine's live and how Jasmine said that she feels like she made a safe space to hate on her. And apparently Starflakes and Jasmine had a long conversation after about how this could affect the lesbian community. Starflakes says that she feels like her conversation was pretty productive. And she also mentions that Jasmine threatened her with violence, like, which, crazy.
Okay, so just to, like, get clear the air about why did I, turn off the comments and why did I take down my response video. Okay, so me and Jasmine had to talk or whatever. She said that she felt like my video was like an open hate space for her, that people were spreading misinformation about her, and that she was mad at me because I was allowing people to, like, do this. And I was pushing the narrative that she was a fake lesbian and she was profiting off of the lesbian community or whatnot. And I admit where I'm wrong. I should have never allowed that to get out of hand. Like, the comments was like flooding and people were like, saying some crazy ass shit, which is why I would leave those comments alone when in reality I should have just, like, deleted them. So that's my fault, on my end. So I ended up, just turning off the comments because, I didn't want her to feel like she couldn't explore herself. And she also apologized for talking about how she was gonna put her hands on me or whatever, but she was, like, really upset. Okay, which, I understand. Like, I would be mad too, but, like, that's crazy. But yeah. So that's kind of like why I did that. I also want to say that I am not bipolar. Okay, I am all for you exploring yourself. That's fine, But, like, that's literally not why the reason people are upset. Well, that's not the reason why I was upset. I'm not even gonna say I was upset. I was just kind of like, damn, okay, we lost another one. And I'm not saying that like that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying, like, like, there's a lot of lesbian creators who, like, end up getting a boyfriend and then I have to follow them because I don't want to be seeing men. Like, get that shit off my timeline, So yeah, so that's the reason why that yeah, I'm really bad at explaining stuff, but, like, this is. Yeah, and I'm also not doing this shit for clout. Like, what? Like, bitch, I have been viral before. I'm not calling Jasmine a bitch or anything. I'm just, like, saying in general, like, I have, been viral before. this is just, like, a throwaway account at this point. Like, I don't really post on here like that anymore. But yeah, people, like, doxing her and shit, that's crazy. Like, this is why I really didn't. Like, that's crazy. Doxing is crazy, guys. Y'all gotta chill out with that. But, like, I feel like half my conversation, like, we was genuinely having a conversation about how, this is, like, harmful to the lesbian community because now men are going to use this as a reason to be like, y'all just haven't found the right man. I understood where people was coming from that point. I understood other people where they was like, why do we have to make everything about men? Y'all saying women can't, explore themselves. I understand that part too, but, like, at the end of the day, I feel like, we shouldn't be labeling ourselves if we don't know what the fuck we are.
Later on, Jasmine makes this YouTube video where she's like, I believe it's supposed to be like an apology, but then at the same time, she says that Starflakes was fake. She still has her comments on. She's fake. Like, she's just letting people talk shit about her. And then Starflakes makes a video response where she says very clearly, where she never said that she was going to turn off her comments. She just said that she would monitor them because she doesn't have all day to just be like, you know, like reviewing every single comment on TikTok, but she just said she was going to monitor them, not completely turn them off. And she mentions again how Jasmine literally threatened her, so why should she have to turn off her comments, which is totally reasonable.
I just want to like make one last video. This like, I think this is going to be the last video I make about this, because I feel like my last one, like I was just rambling. I think I'm gonna ramble on this one too, but oh well. Okay, I am the person who made that video. The video that got her so mad and crashing out her lives. I am the person. Yes, me and she mentioned me in her YouTube video. Yes, we did hop on calls. I said that I would filter out the comments. But I never said I was gonna turn them off. I just ended up turning it off because I didn't know how to filter comments. Like, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna turn off the whole comment section. And guys, I have a life. I do work. I have a job. I work 12 hours. So I'm not going to be stalking my comment section. Like, what? Like, yeah, I take accountability because I let it get way too out of hand. People are like being literally biphobic, and I don't want bisexuals to come up in here thinking that they ain't welcome. Like, I never said that. I don't condone any of that. And y'all need to stop calling me biphobic. I actually, bitch, I don't give a fuck, you bisexual, lesbian, whatever the fuck. My video wasn't to bash bisexuals either. I don't fucking care what you are. Like, bitch, I'm unlabeled. I don't fucking care. And y'all need to stop calling anybody biphobic when you're mad. Like, bitch, I'm not biphobic. You can't prove that I'm biphobic. And the proof that y'all do have, y'all knew what I meant. Y'all just taking it the wrong way, and y'all weird for that. But anyways, besides that, I want to mention what Jasmine said in her YouTube video. She was like, I turned the comments back on. Yes, because you threatened me. Hello, like, what? Like I didn't like I didn't see the part where he was threatening me on the live. Like, I didn't see that part. People were literally messaging me talking about what you were saying in live, and then we hopped on call, and I was like, okay, cool, you know, I'm gonna try to filter out the comments or whatever, because I don't want this to be like a playground for people to like spread information about her. But then I see the live, and she called me a fan and shit. Like, bitch, yes, I was a fan. Like, what you saying that's like it's an insult. Bitch, I did like your content. I unfollowed you. And the video wasn't even trying to be directed towards you. It was just in general. Because there was a lot of lesbian creators I unfollowed because they ended up, you know, coming out that, you know, they got a boyfriend. And it's just like, oh, okay, unfollow. Hey, bitch, ain't nothing, you know, ain't nothing like serious about that. Like, but then you start talking about you gonna pull my hair and shit, you gonna beat me up. Like, bitch, who are you? Who are you? You said to yourself in your video, you only got 300K, you're nothing. Like, what? Like, bitch, you ever threatening me because I fucking unfollowed you? Or like, I liked a couple comments saying that the reason they unfollowed you. Like, bitch, you're weird. You're weird. Like, you really need to take a minute off the internet. Actually, you need to be worrying about these race play allegations you got right now, because I just seen a video where somebody's posting proof that you was up there dating the white boy or whatever and was doing race play in the fucking comments. Bitch, you need to be worrying about that before you be worrying about me who just made a video. Like, what? And then you went live again and then crashed out again. Like, girl, how about the internet? Like, it like, I don't know why you thought going live again would just solve everything. Then I watched a YouTube video. I feel bad. I was like, damn, okay, you know, like, damn, like, I feel like y'all shouldn't be like bashing her for coming out as bisexual, you know, cause like some people are like literally like saying some crazy ass shit, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. But you know, hey, each their own, I guess, or however the fuck that saying goes. But like, yes, I did turn the comments back on, because bitch, you're not going to threaten me and then expect me to do what you want me to do. Bitch, fuck you. Fuck everybody who defended you, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Fuck everybody who's calling me biphobic, bitch. Fuck you. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. yeah, so comments are back on if y'all want to see. And y'all talking about allowing comments. I filtered the comments. It was like there's 700 comments on the video originally that happened to get on the video. Then there's like 1,000 comments filtered, guys. Like there's 1,000 of them that I filtered, and I have to like go through all of them, accept them. No, bitch, I'm just turning on the whole comment section. I don't give a fuck at this point. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Yeah. If y'all want to see the live, just let me know. Cause I do have all the like. I have the part where she was like threatening me. Like this girl was like, I was clutching my pearls. Like, bitch, what is she on about? Why is she threatening me? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing to you.
I also commented this, and I feel like this really shows like what a lot of the lesbian community is saying. And it really shows just how, like, since she doesn't identify anymore as what gave her her audience in the first place, like, she's going to lose her audience. If she had multiple other topics, that's one thing, but her entire brand was, I'm a masc lesbian. And now she no longer says she's a masc lesbian. So she is going to lose her audience. And she also comes off as really disingenuous because she made being a masc lesbian her entire brand. And then she says that she didn't even like being masc all the time, that she also likes being femme, and she gets a boyfriend and femmes herself up for her boyfriend. So yeah, because when you brand yourself as a masc lesbian and then suddenly you come out with a boyfriend and you turn super femme, you're going to lose your audience and you come off as disingenuous. It would be totally different if she identified as unlabeled. So the next day, Jasmine Banks posted this on her story, basically saying that since she was an LGBT content creator, she got nothing but hate from the community, which is totally untrue. Like, did you not realize how many simps you had in your comments? And that we don't like it when she plays with her self-expression, even though she herself said that we didn't have a problem with her dressing femme, and she thinks it's just because she got a boyfriend that we don't like her dressing femme. She basically says that she no longer wants to make videos for the LGBT community since she's gotten nothing but hate from us. I don't think she needs to stop making videos for the LGBT community. I mean, there was like so many people defending her in the comments section, like other bisexuals saying that they relate to her. And there was also this other lesbian creator I follow that was saying that anyone who has a problem with this is chronically online. There were a bunch of other LGBT creators defending her. I don't think she needs to stop making videos for LGBT people. I just think she needs to stop making videos from lesbians because we have very little as it is. She made herself such a huge part of the TikTok lesbian community only to scream biphobia whenever people call her out on shit. And this is sad because biphobia is a very real thing. Biphobia is real. It's people like her who misuse the word biphobia who make it look like biphobia just isn't a real thing. There's so many times where lesbians get called biphobic when we're not even being biphobic. Like, for example, if a lesbian doesn't want to date a bisexual girl, that's not being biphobic, that's having a preference. She does also say that people were giving her death threats and trying to dox her, and I want to say there's no excuse for doing that. Then whenever people criticize her, she's just going to point to the death threats and biphobia. Literally. So yeah, yes, she was definitely pretending to be a masc lesbian for clout, but you don't make it any better when you send her death threats or try to dox her. Because then, like I said, she's only going to point to that whenever people criticize her. It does sound like she's being really ungrateful to the people who gave her her platform. Like, whether or not you still like lesbians, Jasmine, lesbians are the ones who gave you your platform. You are successful and make money off of TikTok and have brand deals off of TikTok because of lesbians. And just the way she just throws the lesbian community under the bus and is so ungrateful is just insane. When we're literally the ones who gave her her platform. Like, you literally built your entire platform off of being a masc lesbian. It was convenient for you. You got money. You got brand deals. You have a good platform on TikTok. And now that it's no longer convenient for you, you just want to completely have nothing to do with lesbians. Like, at least maybe say thank you to the people who fucking gave you your platform, Jasmine. I will say that regarding her ex-girlfriend, it does sound like she's reasonably angry. And she says that women put her through hell. And I don't understand why she's acting like this is like the whole community, the whole lesbian community is just so toxic when you yourself are toxic, like in the clips that I've shown. Yes, being a lesbian or going for women is something that can be extremely painful when you get into toxic situationships and relationships. Yes, they tend to be extremely sped up, be extremely fast, extremely unstable, and traumatizing. But I would never just turn around and just be like, oh, women are so bad at flirting, the men are better, and then get a boyfriend. Well, obviously, because I'm actually lesbian, I wouldn't do those things. But just for her to do that, and she almost never says a single good thing about femmes. And I'm saying this as somebody who has made videos complaining about toxic masks, but you would not see me do that and then pull up with a man. Like, that's embarrassing, Jasmine. It almost sounds like it wasn't the girls being toxic to you, which, you know, very well probably is that at least like a few of your exes in talking stages, yeah, we're toxic to you, you know? It does sound like that, but when you do this and then just pull up with a man the next day and suddenly are dressed really femme out of nowhere, it sounds like the problem wasn't the other women. The problem was that you just wanted a man the whole time. And women are just not as good as flirting or whatever because, like you said, you would take the real thing at this point. And it just really sounds like that. Because, like, you know, it almost reminds me of when, like, I was closeted and I complained a lot about men because I wanted a woman. And not to say that complaining about a gender means you want the other one, but the way she was doing it honestly sounds like femmes give her the ick a lot of the time. Like, why do you keep going for femmes if femmes give you the ick? I don't really know where Jasmine's content is going to go and how she's going to stay relevant, since she basically told her audience who gave her the platform to fuck off, including in her video that she now deleted where she was like, fuck you lesbians, I have a man now. Because she built her entire platform and internet personality off of masc lesbian content and being a masc lesbian, and now that she doesn't identify as either of those labels, it just really, I honestly think her channel, like I honestly think her TikTok account is going to die. Maybe if she makes some makeup videos or something, since she said she's a cosmetologist and that's one of her interests, maybe she could still stay relevant by doing that. But honestly, I have noticed even in the past few months that her likes and views have gone down. So yeah, I really don't know how she's still going to stay relevant and continue to make money off of TikTok. Because after all this, based off of like what I've seen before happen with other creators, I really think it's just going to be a dead account at this point. Like, you basically told your audience that consists of mostly lesbians to fuck off. So I don't really know how she's still going to stay relevant when she made being a masc lesbian her entire personality, and now she doesn't identify as either of those things anymore. All that we could do now is stop interacting with Jasmine Banks in her content and interact with other lesbian creators and call out toxic behavior from creators who identify as lesbian. That's really all we can do now. I know that a lot of us followed her for a while, and yeah, I think all we can do is just, you know, maybe make some other small lesbian creators big, interact with other lesbian creators' content. For those who all this triggered to, including myself, I think we really need to remember that not every lesbian is destined to turn bi. And just because Jasmine identifies as bisexual now, doesn't mean that we're eventually all gonna switch our label, and you don't have to settle for a man just because your experiences with women were fucking shit. Like, I know lesbian relationships, there's so much toxicity normalized in our community already, like love bombing, U-hauling, being friends with your exes, moving too fast, manipulation, like, and just because all that stuff is true, it doesn't mean that settling for a man will make it any better, so we shouldn't feel like we have to do that. And I know that this whole Jasmine Banks situation must really be pushing the narrative that lesbians just need to find the right man, but that's not true. Like, honestly, I'd much rather be alone than settle for a man, because when you do that, you're lying to yourself.
I love women. I don't even take the silicone off my goddamn punani. But at this point, I will take the real deal. Because what?
I'm a masc lesbian.
As somebody with videos about bisexual women and videos about shitting on men, the last thing I'm gonna do is if I accidentally in the future like catch feelings for a man, the last thing I'm going to do is to get on here and be like, I have a boyfriend that I love so much, I found the right man, and he is doing more for me than any of you lesbians have ever done for me. That is the last thing I'm gonna do, because that's embarrassing as fuck. And then to get on here as someone who was previously a masked lesbian in full fucking glam and say that shit with your chest, embarrassing as fuck. Embarrassing as fuck. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you discovering yourself. You can 100% do that. But when you can be caught in 4K shitting on the very thing that you became, you have to know that the reaction is going to be insane. You also have to know that if you built an audience and a fan base with that exact same mindset, that they are not going to have your back when you come and do that. The lack of shame and like realizing that that's the situation and that's the environment that you created for yourself, and then to act surprised is fucking insane and also embarrassing as fuck. Like, I think people are doing too much, like, this parasocial, like, relationship with people. Like, I don't like this creator, never have, and I know the feeling is mutual. However, like, we don't want a situation where y'all bully somebody until they like themselves. So I think y'all should chill. But it really is, you kind of dug your own hole with this one. Like, you really did dig your own hole. Because this shit, embarrassing as fuck. Wouldn't catch me doing that shit.
The internalized biphobia absolutely kicking some of y'all's asses. I swear to God, the most biphobic gays and lesbians you will ever meet are just bisexuals in denial. Like, every single time they turn out to be like, oh, whoops, I'm actually bisexual, guys, after they've spread tons of bisexual hating rhetoric. And then they just leave the rest of us who are actually lesbian and gay with the reputation of being biphobic after they were the ones who are actually bisexual and were saying that crazy shit. It's fine to be bisexual, it's fine to be bisexual, it's fine to be bisexual, it's fine to be bisexual. Please get it through y'all's head. It is fine to be bisexual, okay?